Hey, buddy. Oh, you see the lenses? Yeah, the Fold 4 has 3 lenses. You counted them?
Cameras.
Cameras. You know, buddy. Can pound it. Yeah.
So we actually had some family over today, and while the kids were able to play with each other, I caught up a bit with social media and what's going on with the basketball world, so a bit of YouTube too. You'll be seeing more of the little things I do throughout this video as we spend a day with the phone. So we test out all the cool features, cameras, see how the battery life holds up, as well as what it's like to just use the phone for everyday use.
All right, so now I gotta get ready to go to the studio, but I'm like starving. I haven't had breakfast yet. So I shouldn't be doing this, but you boys can have a little bit of cereal. Yeah, and I'm trying to stay away from sweets and whatnot, but I'm gonna have some cereal before I go to work. Right now we're using the front-facing camera on the Z Fold 4, and for a camera that is hidden behind a display, this is what you get. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the cereal collection up there is kind of mad. You guys can't even imagine. I'm nuts. All right, y'all, so I'm on my way to the studio now. It's actually 11:12. Is this slipping? Of course it is. I'm using that little tripod feature to record. It's actually 11:12, and we've got like 71% battery life left with an hour and 20 minutes of screen on time. So battery's holding up. But yeah, I've got some calls to make once I get into the studio, get on some conference calls, then I'm shooting a video. And then I'm gonna bolt out of the studio so that we can go ahead and hang out with the boys again. Because today I think we're going to the zoo, which should be a great opportunity to really test out these cameras. All right, guys, so in the studio, been here for a little bit now. I had to jump on a conference call. But I realized we haven't spoken about the actual feel of this thing. What's it look like, what it's all about. Now, if you know Samsung and their Fold series, you've seen this before. With this phone, you have an exterior display, and then you can of course open it up, and then you now get a much larger display. The one up front is 6.2 inches. This is 7.6, but of course it's much wider compared to the narrower display in the front. It's pretty much the same experience as last generation. Honestly, I almost thought this was the exact same body until I tried to put a case on it. I think they might have moved the camera bump ever so slightly because the case wouldn't fit around the camera section.
How's the scene compared to the last one?
Same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's still
I
there.
can see it on camera.
Yeah, when you're using it and you don't have light shining directly on it, you don't really notice it, but with a little bit of light, you'll notice it. But if you use this for extended periods of time, you kind of forget that it exists. Kind of like the notch. You just kind of forget that it's there and you just use it as is. Now, what they did change in here, Jay, is supposed to be the under-screen front-facing camera. Let's see if we can pull up a game. Oh, dang, that's that old school Capcom jingle. Oh, that's pretty good. Just, let me put the volume down. Can you find the punch out? Kevin, real quick, where's the camera? Real quick, you failed. But if you actually look for it,
I really don't see it.
it's right here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
With how bright this is?
Yeah.
No way I see that.
So they improved that. Looks really good now. It's actually pretty surprising, but it looks great. You know, it's kind of interesting that it has 2 front-facing cameras, one over here and one over there.
They had to last time?
Yeah. Last time they had the 2. They are different quality though. This one is a 10 megapixel shooter, while this one's just a 4 megapixel. So you're not gonna get that, that crazier quality from this guy, but it does its job. If you wanna use it to like capture some content like I did earlier, you got like a built-in tripod. So you got that. And of course, like the standard everyday stuff, like a thick phone like this, without a case right now, throwing it into the pocket, it's fine. Pulling it out is always pretty easy. Now, the only thing I don't like is that you still got a bit of a gap. So when you're throwing this thing into your pocket, Usually I know I end up with like a bunch of lint. So you can see around the edges and whatnot, there's lint everywhere. And this is like the texture of this display holds on to the lint a bit more than like your standard Gorilla Glass phone. So that part is a little annoying because I find myself like dusting it off quite a bit. Now, when it comes to actually using this thing, like it's actually grown on me quite a bit compared to when I first got introduced to the Fold series. I find myself more and more comfortable, I guess, with using it in this way. So when it's closed up, I feel like I actually like the experience here because it's really easy to one-hand this display. It's easy to just grab everything. And when I want to, like, you know, up the experience, just, you know, pop it open. Usually pop it open when I want to watch my YouTube content, that kind of stuff. That's when it like, really feels appropriate. Now, one part of the experience that's a little bit different kind of comes from the software side of things. Once you get into like an application or something, you've got like this taskbar now at the bottom. So all of the applications that you had over here, they now stay on screen when you go into another app. So yeah, you do get access to that now. I think that's a nice addition, especially, you know, you got that giant display. Might as well take advantage of it and throw a little extra down there.
Do you do multitasking?
Not
one of their like big selling.
Yeah, you know, I don't. I know it can do it. Like, so if I want to swipe over here and I wanted to do this, so this will open up YouTube and the browser at the same time. I don't know. I don't ever find myself in the position where I'm like, I need to have these two apps side by side all the time. Let me know, for all the Fold users out there, or just maybe Android users in general who have phones that support multitasking, how many of you actually use it? For me, a bigger display just means bigger content. The only phone where I feel like I like to multitask is the Surface phone. That feels like two legitimate screens. Multitasking there feels a lot better. Would you use a foldable phone, Dom? Not your thing?
Fold it up and it reminds me of like a DS.
Oh, I mean, didn't people port like Nintendo DS games onto this? I feel like that's the thing. Kevin, you should know this. Yeah, it's the perfect device for that kind of thing, for sure. Y'all, so we just got back home and it is time for us to, instead of going to the zoo, we're gonna blow up our bounce house and the kids will play in the bounce house. Should be able to get some good photos there, lots of colors. Let's make that happen. All right, so as you can see, the bounce house is ready, it is blown up. And it's the perfect time to get some footage of the kids here. They're going nuts. Now, even though this doesn't have all the lenses that like something like the S22 Ultra has, still got the main three, ultra wide, wide, and telephoto. So let's get some shots. I'm gonna go ultra wide. Austin, you fell, buddy? Jump over here, give me 5. Give me 5, jump over here, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on, buddy, there we go. JJ, give me 5, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, one thing I always like with the Fold is you cannot beat the viewfinder. You can get a massive screen to see what's going on. Oh, Jay, hold this. I'm gonna try something, all right? Take off the shoes real quick. Can I do it?
Oh my God.
Wait, what just happened? You tripped over the cord? The kids' bounce house is deflated. Wait, the kids are like, help. The poor kids. Okay. Don't worry, Dad saved the day. We're back. Austin's like, get me out of here. Oh, you know what? I just did video, but I gotta get some photos here. Get back in there. Get back in there. Careful. Oh. Hey, you get back in there too. Get back in there. Meanwhile, Cookie's dying to get in. I don't know if you noticed that. Austin, where are you going? Get back in there. Get back in there, buddy. Where are you trying to go? What'd you want out here? You wanted JJ? JJ's inside. You want to go back to JJ?
No.
So what do you want to do out here?
Burger.
What?
Burger.
Blue car?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Could probably get some nice shots on that too. Now, funny enough, my cousin Michael over here has the Z Fold 3. So if you're curious about the quality difference between the two phones, if there's a significant upgrade, let's test that out right now. Austin, you want to take a picture?
No.
Okay. Cookie. Austin, can I take a picture of you? Yeah? Okay. Stand right here, buddy. All right. All right, Austin. Okay. That's wild. This was way sharper on the Fold 4. Yeah, look at his hair, his face. Look how much softer it looks over here. JJ, you want to take a picture? All right, buddy, come on over. All right, stand up. Give me a nice smile. Can you give me a thumbs up? Can you clap for me, JJ? Oh, look at that shot. Woo. Austin, come take one more picture for me, buddy. Okay, I think we got that. So it auto-selected. I saw that it had the same shot. I guess it selected the best version from the stills that it captured, and it picked a completely different look. Oh man, I feel like it's much sharper and detailed on the Z Fold 4. I feel like there's more detail on the Z Fold 4, man.
That they are both on.
Now it's on maximum screen brightness here. But I think the difference here is that we might just have a brighter display on the Z Fold 4. So where this maxes out, this goes a lot higher. Not to mention, this has a feature that we saw on the S22 Ultra, where you can go in, max the brightness, and add extra brightness. So you can really see with no problem while you're outside. One of the most underrated features of the new phones that Samsung dropped, absolutely love it. It helps so much when you're outside. And if you just are a brightness freak like I am, you really enjoy it. So if you were curious about the difference in quality between the selfie cam, the exterior and the interior, so you could look at my face here. This is the exterior selfie. I mean, it gets the job done if you just need a quick selfie, but I don't see why you would go for that over this one. All right, y'all, so we are back inside. I want to get some of the footage and pictures that we shot on Michael's phone over to mine. And this is actually gonna be the first time I'm using the quick share feature between Galaxy devices. So it's kind of like AirDrop, but for Galaxy devices. So let's see how it works. You know, I got them both turned on now. My phone is showing up right here. I got 9 files. Tap that really quick. Said it's connecting. Okay, accept, sending, receiving. Okay. That was really quick and simple. Why don't people talk about that more? Right, Austin?
The ball pit.
The ball pit, yeah, I just sent the pictures over of the ball pit. Did you have fun in the ball pit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Green light, red light, green light. I saw the red light on the camera. Jay's like, how do you understand them?
So we had a really fun day with the phone, and my overall experience with it over the last few weeks have been pretty positive. I've been feeling really comfortable using it while it's closed, which makes having access to the bigger screen feel like a bonus. I'm also glad they made some improvements to the camera, but unless you're comparing it side by side, you might not notice it if you're upgrading from the previous models. Photos do look great though, but like with most Samsung phones, the exposure can be bumped up a little higher than I'd like when taking indoor shots of people. And obviously this comes with flagship specs, so you'll be able to do just about anything you want with this.
And having that kind of power is necessary, especially if you want to use the big screen to do things like multitasking. Even gaming on it was pretty good for me, although not all games will support the slightly odd aspect ratio of both screens, which is by no means a big deal. And battery life has been pretty solid, especially considering we've been jumping between two screens with one being really big, so no real complaints there. Overall, I gotta say guys, I like this phone a lot. I've been getting way more used to it than I expected, and I think it's worth trying out if you want to switch up from the normal smartphones we've been seeing over the years. I do wish at this price point that you got all the cameras that the S22 Ultra has, or even the S Pen, since it makes so much sense on a device like this, but at least the pen is compatible. But what are your thoughts on this phone, guys? For those of you who picked it up, sound off with your experience in the comments below. You might be able to help someone else who's trying to decide. But till the next one, guys, it's your average consumer. Peace.